reading the game and utilizing the players that you've got to change the game around. I don't want to see Martinelli coming off to bring on Trossard or to all that kind of nonsense. This is what we normally get from this manager. Look at the game against Villarreal. He made 6 defensive substitutions, 6. And one of them was taken off the goalkeeper. And it was like for like, a defender for a defender, defensive midfielder for defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder for attacking midfielder. Like, those are the things that frustrate me with this guy. I got to keep it real. That is the times where you look at him and you're like, this is brain dead substitutions. What are you telling me, killer?
Yo, bro, we cooked today. We actually cooked today. You know what? I think I'm bad luck. Am I out of bad luck? Because I didn't watch the game, but like after the game, bro, ski, like we cooked today. Saka was cooking, you know, low balls. He's been watching our streams. He's been watching our streams, bro. He must be, because we weren't crossing the ball like last game. We were playing to Gyökeres's strength. Even though he scored a header, obviously that came from a set piece. You know, we're very good at set pieces. Let's be real. But apart from that, we cooked Zubimendi, little back heel. You see the little back heel to Havertz? That was crazy, bro. The little back heel to Havertz, the whip, the cross. I think even Martinelli, that's the best he can do, really. Hey, listen, when it comes to Martinelli, that's the best he can do, really. You know, run, you know what I'm saying? Just shoot. Well, he didn't do much, but that's the best he can do. I'll be real. Madueke did more than him from what I've seen. Obviously, I can't really judge because I didn't see the game like fully. But from what I saw, we cooked today. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. Man, long may it continue. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's Bilbao or us. Something must have changed, especially the way we played. You get me? Saka changed everything. Saka changed everything, bro. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'll bring the drama. Bring the drama. That's what it is. You know what it is? Think about it, yeah? You've got Saka. Every time he used to dribble past anyone and he can beat his man for some reason today, he absolutely cooked that left back. He cooked him. But even when he used to cook him, what would he do, North? Chip. He would try to cross the ball. To who? Do you know what I'm saying? Martinelli can't head the ball. He can, but you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to who? Today, he was creating problems trying to cross the ball. He had a chance where he was supposed to square it to Gyökeres, was by himself, but he didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? And he had a shot. Obviously, can't really say that much, but I'll be real. He did well, bro. He did well. You get me? Didn't ruin my birthday. Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. It's just Bilbao. It's just pre-season. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just pre-season.
Big up, man. Happy birthday, man. You know what I mean?
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, AFC. But listen, it's just pre-season, AFC. Why? It's calm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, but it does matter today. Huh? Today it does matter, yeah? Send the link, North. Send the link, North. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to put the baby to sleep. My wife can do that. You know what I'm saying? My wife can do that today. Yeah. You think we don't know?
Don't have to go bed early today.
Yeah. No. I don't have to go bed early. You know, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody needs to go. Nah, I swear, all of these, man, bro. All of these, man, are gassing. These men are gonna gas this up. You know what I'm saying? This is another 3 years. 3 years contract. 3-year contract. Give him 20 million a year. Give him 20 million a year. Yeah. Bilbao, shit. I'll be real. Even Man United, they smoked them, innit? Man United won like 4-0. Was it 4-0? I mean, yeah. When you look at it like that, if Man United beat them 4-0, well, 3-0 is actually underachieving. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's actually underachieving. We should have beat them more than 4. But now I liked what I saw from Zubimendi. You know what I'm saying? I liked what I saw from Zubimendi. You get me? I'll tell no, it's not him being a genius, bro. Come on, let's be honest here, bro. There's certain players in that team. You get me? Let's you have to see the bigger picture. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they'll say, bro. They are all good. I haven't even checked. Should I check? Should I check, man, then? Because if I check, I'm going to find we're going to win the league. We're going to win the Champions League. We're ready for next season. We're going to smoke Man United. And then as soon as it doesn't go their way, this an excuse, that excuse. Everybody will be gassed up with that by today's performance. I'll be real. It's going to do more bad than good. That's the thing. It's going to do more bad than good. So now people in their heads, they feel like Arsenal are ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Now Arsenal are ready for this because what they saw today. You get me? They are gassed. They're even more gassed than me. So now we don't need Eze. We don't need Rodrigo now. We've got enough players. You know what I'm saying? We can play this style of play and still smoke. Oh shit. Hooks is here. I knew it. He must
They're all out. They're all out.
They're all out. He's here. He's here. I told you about this, no? I told you about this.
Man. Look at it. Look at it.
More predictable than Martinelli, bro. You get me? Like, don't do this,
man. All I'm gonna say, yeah, Martin Zubimendi's changed my life, man.
Fucking hell, no.
A whole new world, yeah, blood. A whole new place for me and you, yeah, blood. This brother's different. This brother is all my life. I pray for someone like you. Yeah, my midfield is doing stuff next season, blood. Yeah, don't worry. I just heard your little speech. No, we still need to sign Eze. We still need to sign someone like Rodrigo. But I tell you what, yeah, Martin Zubimendi, man of the match, he's different, bro. Yeah. He's different. And all these men that were trying to run the 007 gimmick on Gyökeres, you can hold that. You can hold that one there, yeah. Cause you see that ball from Zubimendi, yeah.
Yeah.
You see so that ball from Zubimendi, the spin, crazy. But Zubimendi wasn't aiming for Gyökeres, yeah. Gyökeres was like, I can smell a ball coming in the box. Yeah, what a striker does, bless. Yes, somehow. What the Gyökeres is cooking, blood header. Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You man told me you can't header a ball. When I say you man, I don't mean you two in it. I'm saying you man. Yeah, you man said that he can't header a ball. He had his first goal for Arsenal was a header. His first goal was a header. That's crazy, you know.
Nearly the second as well. The diving header.
The diving header.
Hit the post. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Man. Yeah. But don't worry, because before everyone tells me, Hawks is gassed. Yeah, hold that. I am gassed 3-0. But it's still only a friendly. It's only preseason. I'm keeping the same energy. Like when we lost, only preseason. It's only preseason. But I tell you what, this was a great way to end preseason before going into the first game of the season. I'd rather go in to facing Manchester United, 3-0, clean sheet, couple goals, all of that. Good performances all across the pitch, except from it's getting to the point where I might have to start treating man like Voldemort, he who shall not be named, on the left wing. It's getting close. It's getting real close. I even think when Madueke came on, he looked clear.
What do you think about the fullbacks? Because that was my only gripe about today, yeah?
I think Timber had a good
performance, but this inverting stuff is exposing everyone that plays on the left. Even Timber's inverting now. We're getting Calafiori inverting. The only time they looked like they were going to score was because of us inverting and then playing up from the back with this inverting stuff in our box. That was the only chances that they got. I think if we consistently keep doing that, we're going to put ourselves under pressure. We even... I think Arteta needs to change that because it's putting us under pressure. Do you get what I mean? Where we don't need to. Because other than that, we looked fine. Like even like when we inverted, Lewis Skelly inverted and then lost the ball against Tottenham. You can see situations where sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you get punished. You know what I mean? In the Prem, giving the ball away like that, like playing it, running across our box when we're getting pressed. Come on, have a little bit of read the room. Do you know what I'm saying? Read the room. And I'm not so much, I don't like Calafiori, but I'm not so much blaming Calafiori anymore because I see this manager telling anybody that plays fullback to do that. And I'm like,
he was overlapping though. Pressure. Calafiori was overlapping in the first half though, so he was playing the left back role a bit different to how.
Yes, but he
had one cross,
bro. That pass into Rice, when you could see Rice is getting pressed and it's in our box, let the player go straight through into our goalkeeper and nothing their shots for shit. Do you get me? And then he did another one where he was like trying to dribble in our box, across our box, while getting pressed. What are you doing, bro?
I hear it,
What
but
are you doing, bro?
I hear it,
Don't
but
do that in the Prem,
players
bro.
make
You're gonna
mistakes.
get punished for that.
Yeah, players make mistakes. Like you get me. Like my quote.
We've been making mistakes for 21
Only
years.
we're only human. Do you get me?
We're only human after all.
We're only human after all. You get me? Like we make mistakes. You get me?
I get it.
We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, I'm hoping that Rice after the game pulls, or maybe at halftime goes to Calafiori. Maybe next time.
But he always has a mistake in him. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Like I guarantee you, every day I go out and I walk. Yeah. At one moment on my walk, yeah, I'll trip over a curb, like or the uneven pavement. Do you know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Okay, maybe not every day, but
thank you.
Yeah, but he don't do it.
But you didn't lay the pavement. Arteta's laying the instructions for the fullback to do that.
I didn't lay the pavement. Yeah, I'm just saying, but I should be paying attention. I should be concentrating, looking, and it's a long way down for me to look, but I should be concentrating, seeing the uneven pavement so I don't trip. But it is what it is. It's cool. And I got one thing that I want to say to you both, yeah. Some mina, eh. Waka, eh. Yeah, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. What a goal, blood. Yeah. Do you know what? This is one of the benefits of having Victor Gyökeres at Arsenal. Yeah. The other people that are playing the 9 are going to learn how to play the 9. Because you see Havertz running through the breezums. Yeah, he's running. I told man, because I'm pretty sure you got a video somewhere where you're laughing at me for what I said online. He's got blonks, yeah, strength, holding off that defender, yeah. Now let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. Usually when he gets to that position, you're lucky I got a phone call, but hold that, Havertz scored in it. You know what I'm saying? You get me?
Anyway, people, he didn't push over anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy's 60 kilo. The guy that was against him, he was the left back, right? He was the left back. And it wasn't even the center. He wasn't even the center back. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's still a good goal. It's still a good goal. I'll be real.
Yeah, but you see how all of us can agree that it was a good goal, yeah?
It was.
Got to take it to a next level. I mean,
yeah.
You don't need to start doing the
like, he's strong and trying to make it sound like he's strong.
Man starts getting the bongos out.
You get me?
Bro, come on, bro. It's pre-season, bro. Come on. It's a dead team. Let's relax, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is why they call you a top gooner. It's times like this. Yeah. It's times like this when you start doing this.
They think that you're a top gooner. This is top gooner behavement. This is top gooner behavement. You know what I'm saying? This is how they behave. There's a pattern.
Igao-esque behavior right now. You know what I'm saying? Very Igao-esque.
Facts. Nah, but it was a good goal. I can't even believe that he made that run. I'll be real. I don't know how he made that run. I can't lie. Usually Havertz is not someone. He's someone that would lose the ball in that instant. But maybe, like he said, maybe because he's seen Gyökeres, number 9, he's scoring. He's like, yo, you know what? I'm not going down without a fight. Maybe. That's why competition is so good, people. Do you know what I'm saying? Left back, centre back, goalkeeper, striker, number 10, any position, or Odegaard. Why don't we give up competition to Odegaard? Why don't we create competition for him? Maybe he'll get better. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because that was a good run. If I don't even... donkeys are pretty fast. They are, innit? They are. They are.
Oh, Don Mario.
Oh, come on, Hux, man. Come on, Hux, man.
Mean it like that.
Oh, come on, bro. It's not like that, bro.
I thought we were friends, bro. You upset him now, man. Don't do that, Hux, man.
Hey, man, don't do that. Apologize right now. Apologize right now.
Oh, guys, take it easy, man. Don't upset.
It was a great goal, bro. R9. That was an R9 run. I'll be real. That was an R9 run. The way he bodied the defender, the way he slotted it in.
Come on.
That was.
We let him sing the Zamina. We listen.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Are you still on the phone, Hooks, or are you back in the...
Yeah, he's still on the phone.
He's still on the phone, yeah. But, bro. Now, it was a good run, North. I'll be real, yeah? I didn't expect it. I thought he was going to lose the ball. You get me? Usually he loses the ball there. But that's what competition does, sir, bro. That's what competition does. If we keep crossing the ball low, bro, something might happen. It's either the defender will score an own goal or Gyökeres is gonna bury that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And who's been screaming for that, North? It's us. It's us. They're crossing the ball low because of us. You get me? They were crossing the ball like this, like last game, bro. Saka crossing the ball to Martinelli and Martinelli crossing the ball to Saka. Do you know what I'm saying? Gyökeres there in the middle, just not understanding what happened. But yeah, man, listen, hey, Arteta's gonna ride this out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna ride it out. He's gonna be like, see, I told you. Gyökeres just needed a bit of time to fit. Do you know what I'm saying? To understand the way we play. Oh, bro, Arteta, man, he's gonna have a field day today. I swear, but with that smirk, yeah, he's gonna be smirking, bro. He's gonna be smirking. You don't like that smirk like me, innit? I don't like the way he
I don't
smirks.
like that, bro. When they smile like that, you just want to slap their face. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, man. You know what I'm
Shut
saying?
up.
Dickhead, you. Remember when happy slap? You know, like, shut
Yeah.
up.
Or go the pimp way, you know what I'm saying, with the backhand. Shit. Oh, my
But this
days.
is the thing, yeah. The more they gas it, yeah, the more they got less excuses. It's true. There is no excuses. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like I said, like I'm happy with Zubamendi. I was always happy with Zubamendi and Gyökeres. The only thing I said about Zubamendi, I said, I haven't seen enough of him. I want to see him consistently to then make a judgment, which is the same thing I did for Calafiori and Timber. Because I weren't watching them before they came to Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think he's better than Partey. That was my concern, North. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I like Zubamendi, but I don't think he's better than Partey for now. Maybe we'll see him more. I don't know about you. I don't know how you saw it with Zubamendi, but I still don't think he's better than Partey. I think Partey, what he was doing in that midfield is so underrated, regardless of, just so unnecessary.
But now they understand when we say that Declan Rice, is good at winning the ball and good at crashing the box. They now can see what we're talking about, because when you compare him to Partey and Zubamendi, you can see his deficiencies in his game. He's not good on the half turn. He doesn't have the vision. He doesn't run the game in terms of creativity. He doesn't have those attributes to his game. He's just not that type of player. You know what I'm saying? So when the fan base was getting upset when we were saying, Declan Rice doesn't bring what Partey brings, now you understand. Declan Rice has been playing next to Norgard, Moreno, and all that. It ain't worked. It's not the same as what you saw today with Zubamendi. He's not that kind of midfielder. He's just not.
He's not that guy.
He's not that guy. But I do want to see him on free kicks, though. That's one thing I do want to see. I do want to see Declan Rice on free kicks. You know what I'm saying? Because at the moment, it's like Odegaard ain't a great free kick taker. And after Rice scored the free kicks against Real Madrid, he has to be on free kicks. I don't want to see anybody else on free kick. I want to see if Rice can actually do it consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got a great set piece taker like that, free kick taker like that. We ain't got that.
Yeah, true.
Saka's not great on free kicks. Odegaard ain't great. Like they're average. They're not amazing. They're like average. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else in his team.
I think Arteta puts Odegaard on free kicks for his GA, innit? Because if you cross the ball into the box and Gabriel somehow scores or someone scores, you get a little assist out of that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why Odegaard is on free kicks. You get me? But like, I agree with you 100%, bro. Rice has to be on free kicks right now. We saw what he can do. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Listen, if we're talking about Zubamendi, bro, that was a hell of a performance, bro. I'll be real. That was a hell of a performance. Even the little back heel that tells you everything, bro. You can't just do that little back heel, North. You get me? You played football. You know Wagwan. You know what I'm saying? You know Wagwan. In that space, in that time, you need to be a baller to think of a back heel. But I hope he does turn out to be better than Partey. People think that we want the worst for these players. Do you know what I'm saying, North? Do you get me? We have nothing. We have no beef with these man. We don't know them. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't hate him personally. Okay, I hate Xhaka personally. Only him. The others, it's different. You know why I hate Xhaka personally. We don't need to get into that. You know what I'm saying? So that's obvious. That's beside the point. Xhaka, something else. But the others, we don't hate them personally. I hope they all make it. You know what I'm saying? They're there. But the thing is that we've told you about these players before. Do you get me? We've told you about players. You didn't need to spend 52 million to get someone on the wing that can just cross the ball. All Brighton. All Brighton used to do that shit. You remember All Brighton from Leicester? You used to be sick of that. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the and whip the ball in. You can. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 52 million doesn't get you. Should get you someone way better than that. But unfortunately, it is what it is. You get me? When you think about it, it is what it is. You've got Madueke better than I'll tell you my opinion, yeah? No, he's a little bit better than Martinelli. I'll be real with you right now. Martinelli, you can't beat his man, bro. You can't beat his man. Pause. And he can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't get on his strong foot so he can shoot because he ain't got that curl on his shot, in his shot. And he can't go on the left and do something from the left because he doesn't have that kind of like capability. So why are we really playing you when you think about it? We're not playing a counter attack or playing direct for us to need you. Right now in this system, you know what I'm saying? You're not useful. Yeah. 100% Kairos. Kairos 100%, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say, North? In this system, you're not useful. Let's be real. Nelly's not useful in this system. I think Madueke's more useful than Nelly. Even though, of course, the standards are so low that we see someone like Madueke better than Nelly. I don't know about your thoughts on that one, but yeah, man. I don't know. What do you think of Madueke?
No, I think he linked up well with Gyökeres, but every time he had a chance to shoot and score, he was just as frustrating as Martinelli. So I agree with you. Like I think the link up with Gyökeres was better when he came on, but the shooting and goal scoring from the left hand side is just as bad. It's just as bad, just as inconsistent, just as frustrating.
But he can beat his man though. Or at least a bit of danger. Do you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, you know, fair enough. He was actually linking up with Gyökeres. So, you know, today's not really the day to cuss Madueke like that. We know what he is, but I do think he was effective. I think today he was effective. You know what I'm saying? I think he was effective on that left-hand side. But this is the thing, like we're comparing him to Martinelli, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know the standards are so low that you can't 52 million for that. I can get you two players for 52 million that are better than Martinelli on the left wing in this system. Again, in this system. If we play a different system, then Martinelli's very effective. Do you know what I'm saying? The system that we played Real Madrid, for example, Martinelli was effective in that system. Do you get me? Even though he scored only one goal, but still he created, he was dangerous because in that system he is dangerous. But in this system, I'm sorry, play Madueke. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just come out and say it because he ain't gonna buy anyone, is he? He's not gonna buy anyone. So might as well just play Madueke. If Eze comes in, play Eze, and he go, and we keep on going. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think Madueke is way better than Martinelli in this system, bro. He did more than him, cross the ball. You know what I'm saying? He crossed the ball, brilliant little scoop. The way he scooped the ball over the keeper. You know what I'm saying? That should have been a goal. Yeah, like you said, link up. I think he's way better than him. Not way. He's a bit better than him. He's a bit better than him. Madueke, a bit better than Nelly.
He's clear. He's clear, Martinelli, man. I'm sorry, man. He's clear, man. He's definitely better. He's definitely smarter, man. Like, did you even see when he did he linked up and did the pass and then ran on, then received it back and then passed again and then received it back and then tried to loop it over. I think it was to Declan Rice. He tried to loop it over. He played
a little scoop. Yeah.
Martinelli's not doing that.
Facts.
Martinelli's not doing that.
I'd say more effective, but they're both frustrating in the same aspect. And that's the goal scoring. That's the goal scoring. When they have an opportunity to score, like there's going to be times where Gyökeres is getting marked out the game. And you're going to have to take your opportunity. You can't find Gyökeres. You're going to have to put it in the back of the net. That is where the frustration for me is going to come from Madueke. Do you know what I'm saying? And even though he played well today,
you need assisted twice.
Even though he played well today,
very well.
Even Chelsea fans have said when it comes to his decision making in the final third, at times it can be very frustrating. So yes, he's better than Martinelli. Martinelli's been shit for time. Like this guy is bottom of the barrel for a long time. So the reason that we're comparing him to him is crazy. I think overall this performance for me, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna let Macy and Rob as well. See you in the back as well. I'll let you guys in the stream as well. All I'm gonna say is this: we've played this style of football and it wasn't enough to win the league. We had to adjust. We had to be able to mix this style of football and the style of football we've been playing for the last 2-3 years. If we do not do this, all this 1-2 football, we ain't doing anything. There's time to be pragmatic. There's times to play this kind of football. Different oppositions require different styles of football. This manager's my biggest gripe with this manager, and will always be, is that your in-game management, you don't know when to attack, you don't know when to defend. You either all out attacking or all out defending. Unless we fix that, to me, this game means nothing. It's a good performance. It's momentum into Man United game, but there's still a load of question marks. Like, nothing for me has been answered by this manager. Like, you went and got a striker, cool. But at the same time, where was the answer in pre-season against Villarreal? Do you know what I'm saying? Where was the answer against flipping Tottenham? Like, this is what I want to see. And until I see that, I'm
answered that today.
going to have massive question marks about this manager, because I just feel like, how do you react when things go sideways? How do you react to that?
I don't understand. He answered the question today. Like,
it's not though, because today is plan A.
Your questions today, but like, by the way,
plan A worked.
No, but today, no. Today, is an example of how when it goes good for Arteta, it goes good. Plan A, he didn't need to adjust. Today, didn't need to make a tactical adjustment. The manager didn't figure out his game plan. The opposition weren't really putting us under any pressure. That is when Arteta looks at his best. The biggest question marks for this manager: what was the answer against Man United in the Cup last season? What was the answer on 3 attempts against Newcastle that you lost? What was the answer against PSG when you come unstuck over 2 legs? Those are the things that make the difference between being a winner and being a loser. When your tactics are working, we look great. When your tactics are getting found out, your in-game management, your substitutions, and your game plan shifting in the way that we're playing, you always leave us wanting more. That is what I'm talking about. Today is the greatest example of when Arteta ball works, it works. We're not going to play somebody like Let's Go Bilbao that's going to let us do whatever the hell we wanted to do. Bro, Ethan came on and Ethan was taking souls. We were allowed to play our football. Against Newcastle, we ain't going to be allowed to play our football. So what's the answer? Because he ain't figured it out in 3 attempts last season. This is what I'm talking about, Hooks. This ain't the answer.
But what you're doing is like you're saying XYZ for the Tottenham game went bad, yada yada rah. Villarreal game, the same thing, went bad, and then in this game he played a lineup that is going to be closer to what we'll play in the season, and it dominates, which is his way of playing. But now you're saying, oh, but that didn't answer all of my questions from before, but it has to, because
you're not making
we battered them, and
we've been battering teams since 8 when we were 8 points clear.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Right? That's fine.
You tell me one competition, Hooks. You tell me where when we get found out what the answer is from this man.
I can't. Sorry.
So that's something he's got to wait.
It's not even I. Sorry, it's not even. It has nothing to do with me. Like, what you're asking from Arteta, he can't, like, and the Arsenal,
he can't do exactly.
The Arsenal team, he can't show you until we've gone up against that again.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it in pre-season, which would have been an example as to what he's going to do.
Yeah, but in every pre-season game that happened, we wasn't starting with a team that we will most likely start in the Premier League.
Okay, cool. No problem. When the season starts and when we drop games, I'm going to remind you that I told you in pre-season, I haven't seen a plan B. I haven't seen him utilize a plan B. Now that he's playing with his best players, why is he not utilizing the plan B?
Wait, do you think that I think that we won't lose games next season?
Okay, so but why are we losing
important
games? Got a plan B.
I'm at this point, I don't know what you want at the moment.
No. I know what he's gonna say. He's so sneaky. Important games. As in semi-finals, quarter-finals, games that get us out of competitions. That's what
I want the manager to be a tactician. That's what I want. I want the manager to be a tactician and show us exactly how you're going to adjust within the game.
Yeah, but he can't.
When your plan A doesn't work, like today it worked, the other games it didn't work. what is the idea? Cool, the season's gonna start. We're gonna see if he's got a plan B. My
but I don't know about all that.
yeah, but my criticism comes from
I have to
5
wait
years.
until
It comes from
I see
5
that.
years of me not seeing that. I think I have the right to be skeptical.
Yeah, but I think you have the right to be skeptical, but not immediately after we just punched 3-0. Like not immediate, like it's like immediate, like didn't even wait, blood. Like just maybe that's why I'm confused.
But I've been waiting though. I've been waiting 5 years. Imagine you're telling me immediately. I've been waiting 5 years.
Bro. I've been waiting 22 years. Like, so it's cool. But like what I'm saying is like,
we're talking about Arteta.
Like immediate, like this quickly, like the way.
But
like,
he has to win this season though. Everyone's saying he has to.
But your criticisms are very valid because I hear what you're saying, because I understand what you're saying. You're basically saying, yeah, when it goes, everything goes, the stars align. When the stars align, we can bad anyone up. But when the stars don't align, what is he gonna do? But that's a very hard. I don't know. It's a bit of a like. Why would you ask that now? Because we went up against someone where the stars align. Like I feel like it's a conversation that we have when they don't align. We see what he does, and then we judge that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's fair to bring it up that listen today.
No, I hear it, man. If you feel that way, that's great.
Today is a good performance, but I still want to see what the answer is when things go sideways. And things have gone sideways in certain games in preseason, and I've not seen any evidence of anything to change those games by the manager when basically it's a free hit, it's preseason. These are the times where we want to see you do something different, no? Try it out in preseason to see if it works. Because if it doesn't work, then you're doing it in the season where you're actually dropping points. It makes more sense to do it preseason.
Oh, we did something, but we did a lot of things different today, though. This is why I'm confused. We actually did a lot of things different today. So
what did we do different today?
Low crosses.
No, like for example, Declan Rice was dropping the deepest, even so much so that at times he was pretty much in line with the centre backs, and it was Zubamendi that was given the license, and Zubamendi's playing on the other side, so he's been given the license on the other side. But I don't know that if I wanted to go a bit deeper, like when we didn't have the ball, that was the case. But when we had the ball, it was Zubamendi that was dropping deeper to pick it up to kickstart whatever magic he was doing in that middle.
I can't lie. I've seen us do that with Partey and Rice.
You don't. No, because like last season, more often than not, it was always Partey that stayed the deepest because Partey, he's not mobile like that. Like Partey is not picking up the ball and then trying to run past people, whereas Zubamendi did that quite a few times in the game. So maybe that's what we saw from Rice last season, and everybody was questioning, wait, why is it Rice that is doing this? Maybe it's going to be Zubamendi that kind of plays that more, give me the ball more, and I try and make things happen in the midfield. So that, I don't know, even little things like when Madueke came on, like he was dropping deep, and then like, I don't know about you lot, but like it just seemed like he wasn't given the same instructions as Martinelli. Like it wasn't just, stay high and wide and stretch them and be out there all the time on the island. Like it was a bit different. Like we had like, it was like when Rice would bomb up, you would have Zubamendi sit, and then sometimes Zubamendi's the one up forward, and then Rice was like, I don't know, that there was little tiny things that he tweaked that me personally, I haven't seen Arsenal do before. And I think that's why I think everyone here can admit, whether you like, I don't know, whether you like Arteta or Arsenal or not, that midfield, was on. Ødegaard wasn't dropping as deep as he usually does. So I can only imagine that the instruction was, hey, Zubamendi's there now, you need to stay higher up the field, which benefited us because look at that second goal. That comes from Martin Ødegaard, first time flick on through to Martinelli. So, but if Ødegaard is sitting in those areas that we're used to him sitting in last season, he's not there to do that. So I don't know. Me personally, to say that you didn't see anything different, I would have to argue that maybe, I don't know, maybe you're watching with a lens in it. And that's out to anyone in the world. You're watching with a lens in it. Like there was loads of things that we did different. We're actually different by default now because we have a 9. For example, the Zubamendi ball for the Gyökeres goal. How often have you seen?
Havertz has done that. Havertz has done that.
No,
Havertz
but I'm
done
talking about the first time just whipped in. Like, how often do you see Arsenal do that? Like, we definitely played at a quicker tempo. Like, we was definitely playing quicker. Like, for me, we was building up through the middle as well. You know, it wasn't so much to the right, everything you own.
Yeah, but we did that. We did that when we was 8 points clear. I do think there was improvements, Hooks. Yeah, but I think you're exaggerating.
Clear differences.
You're exaggerating the improvements, and those improvements.
I didn't say improvements. I said differences. Differences and improvements. There is different.
But we need improvement because we need to win the league, and that is my overall.
Yeah, that's all
point.
fine. That's all well and good, Northside, but that can't be that there can't be proven until we're in the Premier League. Yeah, so I can't have that conversation after badding up Athletic Club. Yeah,
just be happy, bro. Just be happy.
This all started, yeah, because I said today doesn't prove that we have improved enough to go and win the league. That's the only point I was making.
Doesn't.
And then you went on a mad tangent about
I didn't go on a tangent.
and this and that. Today was a good performance. No one ain't saying it ain't a good performance, bro. All I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, we didn't need to bring out the gun that immediately.
No, what do you mean, bro? The first 45 minutes, yeah.
Hands up.
Did you watch the whole stream? Did you watch the whole stream? Because the first 40 minutes, yeah, I was praising.
Yeah.
This no, because I just jumped off of a stream.
No.
But
context.
When I'm talking about when I came on,
Yeah, but bro, it's an hour and 15 minutes in the show, bro. I'm gonna bring up certain things.
No, but I'm not suing you. That's okay. I'm just saying for me, it was a bit too quick. The quick draw, like Cowboys.
Wow, West, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was a bit too quick, but I hear it. Look, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, like, this match means nothing. Just like how the game against Villarreal meant nothing. Just like how the game against Tottenham meant nothing. Newcastle, AC Milan meant nothing. It's pre-season. But I think it's good to end preseason the way we did, because now we go into the game at Old Trafford with a positive mindset, because we came off the back of a win and keeping a clean sheet. So now it's just spend the next week and a bit getting everybody, you know, them man that need extra massages, just give it to them, because the muscles, you get me, need everybody fresh. Them man that need jacuzzis, you get me, I'm pretty sure there's one over there in the training ground, saunas, all of that. Do some theoretical stuff, some physical stuff, and just be prepared for if we can bring in a new body before the Old Trafford game, great. If not, just make sure that Martinelli doesn't start, and then I think everything will be fine. Do you know what I mean? Who knows what will happen? Because I don't know about you, but I'm hearing that Manchester United fan, they weren't too happy with the last, you get me, that they saw. So maybe we're ahead in preparation of Manchester United, which is good for us.
When you say everything's gonna be all right, Hooks, yeah. Before I get views in, big up to views, big up to my guy Macy. Yeah, before I get them in the conversation as well. You said everything's gonna be all right. What do you mean by
that? Don't worry.
Whoa. When did I say that?
You just finished saying that.
I said it's gonna be fine.
Okay, it's gonna be fine. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be fine.
I don't know.
It's all right. All right, fine. He switched it up.
Do you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be fine. Like,
yeah.
But
I don't know about you, but I'm confident.
Second place.
I'm confident going into the Manchester. But I'm talking about the next game. I'm not talking about the.
Okay, so you're confident against
Man United. I don't know what's going to happen in May, bro.
No, but it's called, bro. We do this, yeah.
I haven't even celebrated Christmas yet, bro. I don't know what's going to happen in May, bro.
Well, hold on. Hooks. It's called an opinion.
I ain't even got to my next birthday. I don't know. May.
It's called an opinion, bro. It's called an opinion. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. We all have an opinion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Arsenal are going to be in and around the conversation. But I won't know until much later on in the season. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I might do I'll predict. Or where do you think
as it stands, what do you predict? As it stands for Arsenal.
As it stands, I still predict Liverpool to go on and win the league. I have Arsenal at a close second, but it all depends on what happens in, like, the first 10 games are going to be very telling. Like, we'll find out my opinion will probably change after the first 10 games. If we have a very good first 10 games, I'll probably, and Liverpool don't, then I'll be like, you know what? I think we might do it this year because man know what I'm like. I'm that guy, bro. Heart on the sleeve. Man know what I'm like. You get me? But if we have a horrible first 10, do you know what? If we lose like 4 of our first 5 games, then by the way, just dead off the league and just focus on other things from then.
Okay.
Because we face a lot of the big boys first off, and if the big boys because the thing is, Chelsea and Man City, they got fairly easy starts to the season. So Chelsea could even win all their games, their first 5 games, first 6 games, and then now I'm looking at Chelsea like, ooh, I might actually have you ahead of Liverpool, but I didn't go to the X-Men Mutant Academy, bro. I didn't get taught by Charles Xavier, so I don't have powers. I can't see that far into the future, but I'm feeling like it's gonna be Bob Marley. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, everything's gonna be all right. Yeah,
you know how I feel. Face five, you know how I feel. I swear that. You know what? Yeah. Whenever, bro, I swear that. Whenever you're down, speak to Hooks, bro. You know what I'm saying? He'll get you in a good mood. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I told Hooks this, yeah, because I was doing the clips. Yeah, I said, Hooks, I'm clipping you up. As I'm clipping you up, yeah, my mom's like, oh, I like him. That guy. Be nice to him. Be nice to him. I said, I'm clipping him up, mom. She goes, no, be nice to him. Be nice to him. He speaks nicely.
Yeah.
My mom was defending. I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, oh, you're a top gooner as well. Anyway, let's go to news.
Hey, great power, great responsibility, Spider-Man. I'm not talking about.
News, what are you telling me, my guy, man? What are you saying, man? You feeling good as well?
Nah, not really. But I hear it though. I hear it though, innit? Like obviously, I'm like, you get me. I'm with you, bro. Like some of those answers I never got in it. But like I said, it was a different game today, and I think what Hooks is talking about is certain good things in isolation, because there was good things, but it weren't enough for me. It wasn't, yeah, they were like in isolation. Big up Rob again. Big yourself up, my G. It was in isolation, so we did some good things here and there, but I wanted to see a lot more of that. You know what I mean? For me, there was still a majority of the game where we're going down the wings. Now I do believe that Madueke probably will be better than Martinelli, because I don't know what's happened to him. That he's been with Arteta too long. He's turned him into a spork. You get me? I don't know what it is with him. Don't lift up his head. Maybe we can see a bit better for Madueke. However, it's not convincing. And the way that we start the game, the way that we have been starting the game in the preseason as well, I feel like Arteta's going to be starting Martinelli as well, quite a lot, right? So then why have we just lumped 50 million if you can't even come and make the left-hand side yours? Now, bearing in mind he's back up for Saka. Why'd you pay 50 million for backup? I don't know. But whatever, he's here now. You get me? All I can do is look at what I'm looking at. Do I feel like the answers that that I need to see from pre-season? No, I don't. Today was a bit better. Athletic, you know, they didn't play low block. They came out, they were pressing quite high. Like the first half was quite good. The second half, I think both teams fell off a little bit. You know what I mean? And there were some different things. Like imagine seeing Havertz scoring a type of goal that you think Gyökeres would score, and then Gyökeres is scoring the type of goal that you think Havertz would score. Even that is fucking inverting when you come to Arsenal. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, like that. Like, am I confident with the whole season? No. I feel a little bit better because the dopamine's. You get me? Dopamine works. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have a win, but. Do I feel like all of the answers have been answered? No, I don't. Have I seen enough to say that there's a plan B? Because everyone kept telling me it was a double pivot today, but when I was doing the watch along and I was struggling to see it, like it still looked like the same thing to me. So, like I said, man, everyone views things differently. Chinese whispers with the eyes and all that, but nah, not for me, bro. I was like, come on, we need to see. But like I said, let me not be too negative because there were some good things in isolation. I just wanted to see more of that. That's all. So, there you go.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Rob, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm wondering, is this the right mag? So basically, I thought most likely you would probably do a call-in show post-game. So I thought when I was at the shop before buying a couple of like big bottles of milk for my cocktails that I'm having right now, I thought I'd buy a Maggie. I think this is the right Maggie, right? Is this the right one?
Yeah.
What I love about this, number one, what I love about this is it says the name tonic wine does not imply health, giving, or medicinal properties. It's like, well, the fact that this thing was put on the shelf next to the cheap side of the White Ace, the Strongbow, and the $4.99 bottles of wine does not necessarily imply to me that this is a health-orientated product.
Yeah, look,
I've never had this before.
be active tonight.
I've never had this before, so I'm going to have a little sample of this now. This is the first time I've had a Maggie that, our good friend Northside swears by. So before I get to some kind of analysis, I think I'll just have a little taster. It's such a small fucking...
man. Just little one.
Don't do the pink.
Yeah, chill, Rob, because you're going to get a heart attack.
Yeah.
Northside, you've already forgotten I'm from Yorkshire. Already forgot that.
What do you think?
Oh, that's quite decent. Do you know what I mean? What was the analysis of the game? So, well, to be honest with you, I just thought it was kind of like more of the same. And like, do you know what? The second goal summed it up. You know, this team and these players are designed to play that way, fast one touch. Odegaard with even kind of like an Ozil type touch over the top in the middle to I can't remember who it was who laid it off to Saka. Was it to it was to Gyökeres, wasn't it? Who laid it off to Saka? But Arteta, despite it being
Martinelli.
Was it Martinelli who?
Yeah.
Martinelli with the final assist, but it was Gyökeres that put Martinelli through, like, because he kind of brought it down and put it into his path.
Okay.
And then Martinelli ran onto it, passed it to Saka. Saka put it in the back of the net.
Okay, cool. That whole move was like so it was so unlike what we generally see, isn't it? And look how effective it was. You know, like we try and play our way through again and again, try and play this, that, and the other. But when we play fast and when we play without, the problem is our players, we get our players into a mode of sort of overthinking a little bit. And when they don't think, players are best when they don't think. And like they just kind of like, boom, they react. And even though it's right in front of Arteta's eyes, you know, that style of play for the second goal is going to be an exception to the rule this season. Also, what I will say, as much as I don't like Havertz that much, fucking great third goal from him. Like, really thought that was sick. So credit where credit's due. You know, moving on to what we're going to do in terms of the season. Look, do you know what? If we can't get that link-up play between Gyökeres and I was saying on Views, I was on Views channel earlier, big up Views, obviously, of course, every time. And I was saying that Odegaard now is, or whoever's in the number 10, is the most important player now in our team. It's not Saka anymore because we need to feed Gyökeres, and the best feeding to Gyökeres is going to come from the number 10 position, whoever plays in that. We know it's going to be Odegaard who plays in that. So Odegaard is now our a fulcrum, the point at which it's sort of like everything is created from. But you also saw it like happen in the game itself. It didn't quite work out, and we reverted back to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, pass it to Will kind of like settings, like pass it to Saka, pass it to Saka. To be fair, Saka had a great game. I think great game. He had a good game. You know, he was very sporadically sort of like effective in parts, but it just seemed to be the same old kind of stuff, isn't it? Like nothing really seems to work that well, so we just pass it to Saka and hope for the best. And that's kind of how we didn't really learn anything. And kind of like just on one thing you mentioned, North, about like the Man United game, and when I've been in arguments with these top gooners about the injuries, I would say to them, in January, when we were knocked out of the FA Cup by Man United, our only injury was Saka. We had a full-strength team, so injuries didn't matter then, apparently. When we were knocked out by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup in 2 legs, we only had 2 first-team players out. For the whole of last season, we played 75% of games with 8 first-team players or more, and then like 83% of games with 7 first-team players or more. So how is that a massive injury crisis? They are using excuses. It's excuses FC, as we know. All the time, it's excuses FC. And I'm just kind of looking forward to this season to see how these guys can keep making the excuses. What are they going to go to? What depths are they going to plump to until they can finally fucking admit that their cultist leader, their L. Ron Hubbard, their fucking Tom Cruise Scientology type cultist leading motherfucker is not the guy who they fucking think he is. Getting a bit tired of it, to be honest with you.
Well, when they're dismissing Wenger to defend this manager, it just shows you, innit? I mean, even Hooks, I saw it. I did a show to it. Even you couldn't believe the way you were looking at a guy. They're like, nah, guy, you're going way too far. You're going way too far with the disrespect, you know. That was crazy, man.
But even a guy was at least saying on one stream I saw anyway that he has to win at least the Premier League or the Champions League. I mean, there's a new guy who started at work. Sorry, I was just going to say quickly. Sorry, I'll finish then. But like, there's a new guy who started at work. I was showing him around. It was kind of like going, well, he's just a sound guy and everything. And then it turns out he's an Arsenal fan. So great, he's an Arsenal fan. Because I don't know many Arsenal fans. All my mates are Man United or Spurs fans for some fucking reason, even though I'm in bloody Turnpike Lane. You know what I mean? So I don't know many Arsenal fans. So it's like, great.
You're from North London.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm in Wood Green. I've got Wood Green just there. Do you know what I mean?
You're local. I'm round the corner.
Big up to you, man. Big up. But like, he was kind of. So I said to him, "Do you know what, Arteta? You know what? This is he's got to win something this season, hasn't he? Or he's got to go." And he just laughed at me. He literally laughed at me and said, "Do you realize what Arteta's done for this club? Do you realize, how far he's brought us? There's no manager who could do anything like what he's done." And then when I reeled it off, then I said, well, I mean, we could have got Ancelotti, we could have got like blah, 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 blah. Whatever manager I named, he said, well, they wouldn't come to Arsenal. I was like, well, hang on a second. Like, you're an Arsenal fan. Now, he was an Arsenal fan since 94, by the way. He wasn't a newbie. This was what was more sort of disturbing about it. It's like a 1994 Arsenal fan. And it was kind of like, how can you say that the likes of, your Ancelottis, your Luis Enrique's, your Hansi Flicks, your whoever you want to name, won't come to Arsenal? What are you trying to disrespect the name of my club like that? I found that very weird. And like, they're robotically churning out the same things that we always hear. He said about the referees against us. He said about the injuries. We're unlucky with the injuries. Every single thing you might want to hear or you've heard before on social media, he just robotically churned out. And I was like, fucking hell, this guy seemed to be such a sound guy. Also, he turned out to be a cyclist. So it was like, fucking, well, we're done, mate. We're done. Anyway, that was my little thing on that. These magazines are quite nice, though.
Come on, man. You already know, man. You know what I mean? It's a bad boy drink. I swear down. Jamaica.
It's concentrated. It's got a good. It's not big, but it's like there's a lot of goodness concentrated into the thing.
Yeah, Rob's going to be looking for the misses in a little bit, bro.
He's going carnival now. He's going carnival. I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm calm. I'm a Yorkshire boy. Do you know what I mean? Like I need another 10 of these. You know what I mean?
Oh shit,
man. It's a nice drink, and it's nice. Like if you've had like a load of food, you don't want to have beers too gassy. It's nice to have a little Maggie if you want to have a drink and you don't feel bloated. Because sometimes like after I have dinner, I don't really want to be drinking a beer, man. It's just not the one after dinner. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
This is the thing. This is the thing, North. Like, because not last week, but the last sort of like in the last sort of like 5 weeks, I've had like a couple of weekends where it's been very beery, and I wanted to chill because I've been working on like some fucking music stuff. It's been like stressing me out, so I wanted to chill tonight. And I was like, I don't want to drink beer, and I was like, do you know what? Let me just get a bit of because I've been making these cocktails, which is kind of like fucking like White Russians, basically. And I thought that, yeah, you'd be coming on stream. I was like, let me try these Maggies out. And it was like, okay, these are actually quite nice. Red wine. It's like red wine. I didn't realize they were made by Ray and Nephews as well. It's like it's the Ray and Nephews company, the Maggies. Yeah, so if anyone's had Ray and Nephews, those things are interesting.
There you go. Even Aaron tried a Maggie, yeah. When he came over to my house, he tried a Maggie. He's like, yo, this is nice, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I can't lie. The Caribbean, they know how to drink. They got nice food.
Such a nice balance. It's just a really nice balanced drink, to be fair.
Nice, man. It's nice. I don't really like Cherry B. I don't know if Hooks, you like Cherry B?
Cherry B is my drink, Nadal. You get me. You don't know about the Cherry B, blood. You don't know about the Cherry B.
Now's my turn to say something.
Then?
My turn, yeah. I was impressed with the performance today, but as Lee said on his fan cap, don't let the result fool you, because let's not get carried away, my fellow friends. It ain't going to change the fact, because this season we're in for a dose of reality, because now we have to get ourselves ready, because this is all or nothing for Arteta, because he has to show us he is worthy of winning a trophy, because if he fails this time, then none of us, then there ain't going to be no one defending him, because this is his last chance at redemption, and he better not fuck it up this season, because I've seen Manchester United on how they play, and despite if they drew against Fiorentina, listen, a draw is a draw. Let's get over it. But Manchester United, they went out and got Benjamin Sesko. And listen, I know a lot of the top Gunners are a bit upset that they didn't want it, that they wanted Sesko at our club. But listen, Sesko made up his mind. He's going to United. And I believe, like, the Man United game will decide whether or not we are ready to challenge for the Premier League title. And if we play the same way that we played against Bilbao today, then I think we can beat United. But let's just see what happens next week. And there are a couple of players that I need to big up and say they had a very good game. Martin Zubimendi, big up to you. You had an amazing game today. You absolutely rang the show. And there's a reason why you can play in that forward passes and you can make runs forward many, many times, something that our captain can never do. And you set up, I think, one of the goals. I think it was Gyökeres who got the first goal. But big up to you for setting it up. And Gyökeres, he absolutely took his goal superbly well. And I hope he starts against Manchester United next week, because I do not want to see Kai Havertz up front, because as much as he got the third goal today, that doesn't justify the fact that he has been absolutely dog shit. And the fact that we've given him £65 million, that absolutely just tears the life out of who we are as a football club. Bukayo Saka today, like, listen, I know he scored a good second goal, but I do not want him to be playing the whole season like this, because he needs to be rested, because next year is the 2026 World Cup and he has to be ready for that, because if he is burned out this season, there ain't going to be no way he's going to make that England squad for next year. So there's a lot of things that needs to happen at this football club. Calafiori, for me, he is absolutely pathetic. I don't know why he is running around the whole side of our goal when his main position is to run forward. I just don't know why he is absolutely just like, he gets the ball and he just runs around in our side, but he cannot run forward on Bilbao's side. It's just pathetic. I just think Calafiori, for me, he ain't good enough. So for me, we're just going to have to stick with Skelly. And listen, Lee said in his fan club, I think he said that this is the year that Skelly will get exposed. And if Lee really says that it could be true. I mean, Skelly's in a bit of a predicament right now on that left-hand side, because we found out against Villarreal when Pepe cooked him. So I'm a bit worried for Skelly in that left-hand side, because if Cunha targets him, then this is all on the manager, because he doesn't understand that Skelly is a midfielder, but instead he decided to put him at left back because he believes that he can operate better than Calafiori and Zinchenko. It's just not good enough. And listen, we got the win today. It's the Emirates Cup. And listen, I don't really dig the Emirates Cup that much. All I care about is this football club winning a major silverware this season. And if we do not win any trophy this season, Mikel Arteta, you need to fuck off and take Tim Lewis and Richard Garlick with you. And Stan Kroenke, if you don't come out of America and address the situation in this football club, then you, my friend, you're just past your time. And I hope Josh Kroenke feeds you some milk and food.
Macy, I can't believe Macy just said I'm talking, bro.
Yeah,
they got Macy every time, man.
Macy never changed. Never changed.
Long enough.
The Macy has spoken. The Macy has spoken. You know what I'm saying? It's my turn. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Hooks. What do you think about what Macy said, bro? He ain't got no patience no more. He's run out of patience.
I can't lie. I zoned out, man. I completely zoned out. But I hear it, man. Like people are happy and sad at different things. I hear it, man. I hear it. Like, that's what I really can say. Really, I hear it. Like, I'm so tired at the moment, man. I won't lie to anyone. But yeah, man. Good game. Yeah, good game, man. I'm like literally. I said my part at the beginning. I'm just here now. I'm just gonna sit back until I decide to drop off and just gonna let you guys do your usual thing of chefing up the club and the manager. And I just sit back.
Don't you think like the second and third goals kind of glossed over what was not a very great performance? Like the second goal was a great goal.
Whoa, slow down, brother, man.
But like, I mean, like,
you don't think we played good today? I thought it was a very great performance.
So in what way?
We controlled the whole game. We was playing quicker than what we usually do.
Oh, yeah, we controlled. Yeah, we're good at controlling the game.
Like we were saying one touch passes. I don't know. Like what? It's like all of the things that some of the fan base complain about was addressed in that game. And now, be it as it may, it's just a preseason friendly. It don't mean nothing, just like none of the other ones did. But I enjoyed sitting down and watching some lovely attacking football, very forward-thinking football. It wasn't so much horseshoe football. Don't get me wrong, it still happened. But hey, old habits die hard. And yeah, I mean, if I wanted to I don't know,
did you see like a considerable improvement on what we saw at the end of last season, like now? I understand that it's preseason. I'm also the same as people. Like, I don't really count preseason that much. Like, give me a performance at Old Trafford, and then I'll think about my reply.
Spurs always matters, man. Spurs always matters. I can't hear that.
Bro.
I just don't understand.
That's another caveat. It's like, why the hell are we even playing Spurs? But that's
yeah, we shouldn't be playing them. But my thing is, I don't understand why that's what. I think why I'm thinking about last season.
The problem, I think, is that it's not that we're playing like a different kind of formation and, okay, it doesn't work and it's preseason. It's the fact that we're playing the same way and we're getting kind of like not so great. Okay, we won 3-0 today. I get that. But like, we've not been playing that well with the same sort of situation, with the same sort of tactics and kind of setup and situation. I mean, so I think that's why people are a little bit worried.
But it's different though, because we played a completely different lineup to what we played against Villarreal in key areas.
But we played what is going to be our first team lineup. That's what, apart from Luis Skelly, we started with what was basically going to be our first team,
and we won 3-0.
Well, yes, but like what I'm saying is like the setup and everything. If you actually watch the game, sort of generally, the Bilbao team did not sort of like come at us that much, and like we didn't really create.
There was times where they pressed high.
They was pressing high. They weren't low blocking. That's why we had.
There was times where they pressed high. Yeah, but I can't judge how we do against a team that low blocks when I just played a team that didn't. I don't know. I'll have to wait until I come up against one in the Premier League.
I do agree.
Because we played those teams every week.
Can be true, yeah.
No, what do you mean we played those teams every? Okay, when I played those teams,
let me say this in the form.
I didn't have Zubomendi.
You can be happy about the performance, Hooks. Yeah, both things can be true. I'm going to put this in the most simplest form. All of us are happy about the performance today. All of us are happy about the performance today. The only thing that I didn't like was the instruction by the manager for the fullbacks that made them look dangerous when they were offering nothing. Yeah, which is a completely fair thing for me to say. That's what I saw. The performance today overall was a very good performance, but it's also fair for me to say when I look at the preseason as a whole, I have not seen anything that I feel like we can take into next season to get us over the line. I have seen us play like this before in previous seasons and come up short. And where did we come up short? Where did we come up short? It was in-game management. It was not playing players that were in form. It was persisting with players out of form.
But with different
It's not
personnel.
making the right substitutions.
Can you
It's
can you
not having
can you address that?
a second game plan. So
Can you
if you look
address,
at, but hold on, let me just say this. If you
no, but
look at
can you
this
address
game,
that? Because you
if you look-
conveniently left that out.
hold on,
Can you-
let me just say this. If you look at this game as a whole, I get why you're happy. Yeah, I get why we're all happy about the performance today. But the expectation now is to win the league. So then when I go look past this game and I say, okay, for the rest of the season, what do I have as a fan that I visually seen to tell me that we can get over the line? There are things that I haven't seen. And those are the 5 things that I had a problem with last season and the previous season.
I hear it.
Yes, we have a striker. Yes, we have improved. When I asked you, and I asked you straight, I said, Hooks, where do you see us getting to this season when you said that you were fine with the performance today? And you said, as it currently stands, you still see Liverpool winning the league and us coming second. Then you said, I can't predict things, but that's your opinion. And I said, I agree with you, Hooks. The reason I agree with you and the reason you got us second is because of the things that I'm talking about. And even you are predicted us not to win the league based on no improvement on a plan B and not enough improvement on the bench. Not when you're talking about, but we didn't play our first team. Those are the players that we're going to have to use off the bench to impact games or to actually start if we have injuries, which means
Someone came off the bench and impacted the game as well.
But we're not confident. But even you, when I asked you, where do you see Arsenal finishing the season? Even you have to concede that you still don't have us winning the league. And the reason
that's because Liverpool, they won last season by a comfortable margin. They're favourites to me by default. And then they went and they had a strong window.
Exactly.
If they don't go and get Isak, and then we go and grab an Eze or a Rodrigo, then that's going to change. But as it stands right now, like right now, it's all gone, everything closed. It has to be Liverpool because they're the champions.
Okay, and us here, exactly. But Hooks, you know this, yeah, and you know this. Us here, we all want to win the league, so we're looking at it as if we don't win the league, it's not enough. It's phase 6, it's not enough. So when we got concerns about winning the league. We don't have concerns that we're going to finish 10th or that we're going to finish 14th. We have concerns that we're not going to win the league. And when we're talking about deficiencies in the team that we still haven't seen addressed, like you said, they've added personnel. We haven't added the personnel to match them. They still got a manager that's got over the line. They've got players in their team that have experience of winning the league. We have not bridged the gap enough. We've made improvements, but we haven't made enough of improvement. So when we are, well, it's not to a degree because you agree in our prediction that we're not going to win the league.
Yeah, but that's me and you. There's people that think we will win it.
But we're talking me and you. And when we're talking me and you know my criticisms of the team is, have we got enough to win the league? And when I don't see the improvements that I want for me to be happy, then I'm going to criticize. When we bought Zubamendi, I was happy. When we bought Gyökeres, I was happy, but I said we still needed more, which you agree on, which is why we're not going to win the league yet. So as it currently stands,
we could still win the league, but
it's not only
guaranteed.
But at the same time, when you're sitting there saying, yeah, but look at the improvements they've had, we should be in phase 6. We should be ready to now win a major honor. We should be. The concern is that there's still a massive question mark.
Well, we are ready. We just can't get over the line.
So then we're ready.
We're ready in the sense where I think if you like this team, as in personnel that is in the squad, they can win the league. Like we're getting to the point now where it's like it's down to like the finer things. Like,
so would you admit that the manager's gonna fumble the bag again? Then
that's where we are. Like, but this team can win a league. Like, it's good enough. We have good enough quality to win a league.
But under this manager, we can't.
With the right direction.
But under this manager, he still needs to prove that he can get over the line.
Right. Okay. So you've got the same concerns as us, then, basically.
I mean,
that's what I was saying, because I was very happy in isolation. Sorry to just jump in there. I was celebrating the goals on the watch along. I was very, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, but when I'm saying, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, what's the common denominator in how we kind of played a bit stinky, and it reminds us of last season. That's why we're talking about it, because what we're seeing, that looks like last season, which didn't work. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, when I take what's the common denominator? Well, Athletic didn't play a low block today. Well, AC Milan never really played a low block either, although they was more defensive than I say Bilbao was today. And obviously we are going to face that more. Newcastle, they were pressing quite high in the first half. In the second half, and we was lucky to get through that game, I reckon. You know what I'm saying? We could
We got through though.
Yeah.
we got through.
So we can be
Really?
low block. Safe. So we can be low. So it's like,
So what does the one time account for all the other times?
no, but I'm just saying,
So
so we
when,
can be
so when,
low
so when we win,
block.
so when we win the
No,
low
we
block
can't
one
be low
time,
block.
what about all of the other 18 times or the other 14
Yeah, but that's
times?
yeah, but that's fine. Like that's
So we can
all
both
well
do
and
that,
good.
though. We
Like
can both do that, though, innit?
I'm talking about how you're saying that we won this game because they weren't playing low block, but then Newcastle played low block and we won that game. So to me, that's a moot point. To bring that up is a moot point because we've already proven in this preseason. I'm not talking about all the other games last season because there was different personnel. Like we was in a different mood. Like we had injuries. Like it was just in a different way, different context, all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm talking about in preseason. We've beaten teams that don't play low block and do play low block. And correct me if I'm wrong. In the game against Newcastle, we didn't play the lineup that we played today. So now I'm playing a better lineup. So with a better lineup, wait, we didn't have Gyökeres
and you
against
think that's
Newcastle.
going to fundamentally change whole different?
We didn't have Gyökeres against Newcastle.
Yeah, but we're still playing the same way.
No, but what I'm telling you, and what I'm not saying you're doing this or it's just you, because there's a lot of people in the world that support Arsenal that do this. You like convolute things. Like
There's a lot
we have
of people
different.
that
It's like even when Northside was
there's a lot of
talking,
enabling as well, though, isn't there?
he said a lot of things, but he failed to address, even when I asked him to, he failed to address the fact that we have different personnel. So it looks similar to 22-23, but the personnel is different.
And with
So
that personnel, you still predict
looks-
us not to win the league.
Yeah, but just because it looks like 22-23 doesn't mean necessarily 100% fact it will end the same as 22-23. I mean, it still could. I'm not even saying that Arsenal are 100% going to go win something. They better.
If this was Liverpool or Man City with the manager, let's say Man City sacked Pep and they got Arteta in as their second and he didn't come over to Arsenal, and then Man City won an FA Cup in the first season and then won nothing for the next 5 years, what would we be saying as Arsenal fans to Man City fans? We'd be ripping the shit out of them. We'd be calling them losers and all that kind of shit.
We'd want him to stay.
Huh?
Yeah, Man City keep Arteta, no?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. It's kind of like
I don't understand what that
if
to
it
me
was
doesn't
any
matter.
other-
Like, because rivals never want the best for rival teams. So I don't
No,
understand.
what I'm saying is, if it was any other team, if it was Liverpool, if it was Man City, if it was Man United, who had a manager who hadn't won anything for 5, 6, whatever years, we as Arsenal fans would be ripping the shit out of them, saying you're losers, you're fucking cultivating losing. And then,
I mean, that's not entirely true though, because we all knew that Ten Hag should have been sacked, and he won like 2 trophies back to back.
right.
Like we all knew that Ten Hag
Ten
was
Hag's
good.
still won more. I mean, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I'm just saying that like Ten Hag has won one more.
Oh yeah,
trophy.
100%. I know this, but he was not good for Manchester United, even though he won back-to-back trophies. So, I mean,
Well, no, yeah, but then when it comes down years down the line, am I going to tell my kids about we got like second 3 seasons in a row, and they're going to say that we won the FA. You could potentially go to Wembley to watch the Wenger won FA Cups, whole city, and against Chelsea and all that. Like those are really great memories that I will keep in my mind. It's that I do not have memory, like the similar kind of level memories of like finishing second and maybe doing this and maybe doing that, and this is the kind of thing that, as we go forward, the likes of Saka, the likes of Saliba, the likes of Rice, and all these kind of players will want to leave, and this is what fans don't realize. If we continue the way we are, trophyless, 1, 2, 3 seasons down the line, not even 3 seasons down the line, because we built it up a little bit now anyway, those players are going to go, and this is what fans don't seem to understand. Like, we are not going to keep the same play. the same 11 isn't going to just keep going and going and going and going again just because they love Arteta so much, apparently, because that's actually not true. They're just kind of like saying it because they're kind of like forced to because of their PR, because of the sort of like public relations and the sort of like contracts that they have. They're not going to come out and say shit about Arteta, are they? You know what I mean? It's just a very frustrating situation where like you have fans that are paying a hell of a lot of money to go every week to watch the game. We're paying champions level.
Sorry, pick up my brother. No, we went to the stadium.
We're paying champions level money. Sorry, to watch a team that fails all the time at winning the championship.
No.
And like, do you know what I mean? It just irritates.
It is what it is. I mean, to be fair to Hooks, Hooks has got a lot of frustrations as well with the club. He's not just everything's positive, and he said that, you know, he did apologize last season. It's not, you know, I mean, as much as I disagree with certain points Hooks says, we can all agree to disagree. He disagrees with some of my points as well. And he did say that he doesn't predict us to win the league because we haven't done enough as much as Liverpool. So we all got our points. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in.
I wasn't trying to be like,
No. It's cool, man. Listen, me and Hooks go at it when we don't agree. We all got our opinions at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you'll see him click me up on his channel and. So, yeah, it's all fine.
Where about you, Hooks? You St. Pat Lane Hooks, or you?
No, I'm close. Oh, I'm between Palmer's Green and Bushel Park, which one I live around.
Oh, okay. I'm just down kind of like where St. Pat Lane tube station is. I'm off a road that's close to there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. I know that. I used to play basketball in the
courts. Yeah.
He used to play basketball. The man didn't even have to jump. He's that tall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's 6'6", man. I see the streams. I'm 6 foot, so I was kind of like a bit like a point guard type situation. So.
Nah, man. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up Macy, Hooks, Rob, Views. Big up to all of you lot. We're gonna redirect to the Randalls. If he says anything crazy, shout me. You know what I'm saying? Shout me so I can start clipping up. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up, boys, for your time.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, bro.
Big up Northside.
Big up Northside. Man.